Yo, YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Mehouse Beats, back out here in this thing, back on these tracks and music and stuff. So I'm gonna be bringing a lot of different flavors and just back out here on the grind. Like right now, what I'm really trying to do is make beats with hooks, but I want to better my website. But I actually I think about using my Flash store, but I need a index page or whatever made for it. I just want to switch everything up, and thinking about switching the name up too as well. So I'm not really sure yet. I'm gonna keep Mehouse Beats and all that, but have something, something. I don't know how you want to put it, commercial if you want to say it like that. But man, I'm out here making these tracks and stuff, and just trying to grind, man. And if you support the movement and everything, just go on the website and buy a beat. It's all love, and you can't do everything for free. I get a lot of emails about free. On gospel this, on Christian this, and in this day and age, it's business and stuff. And if God, decide to put it on our heart for us to bless you with it, we will. So I just want to cut those emails right there short, man, because it's it's kind of annoying and stuff like that. I feel where you're coming from. But sometimes you got to invest in yourself. You got to make yourself serious sometimes. I feel like if you get everything for free, you can't get the recordings for free. You got to have some type of quality somewhere. These producers put their time, inside of their craft and stuff. And, I feel like I don't want to shortchange them. But y'all check out that Dreams Vision video series on here as well. So we finna go ahead and get into this fresh beat. I'm gonna drop this hook on here. Check out the website. Go ahead and copy it. You already know what it is. It's your boy Mehouse Beats, and we finna go win. I'm finna drop this first one, which I really already did. The first sound already. So it's pretty much this pad sound, but this the melody to it right here. Got like this sound here. I don't know what it is. Saxophones and stuff like that. Let's see. It's a favorite for me. To put like this lead guitar, put this lead guitar in the track or whatever. See how it turn out. Okay. Well, I hit the wrong one, but I fixed it in the piano roll. That's what it do. Now I got this brass sound. I'm finna drop in there right quick. I'm finna add these, add this organ in, and after the organ, might check and see if I can fit some other sound in there or whatever. Then I probably just go to the drums. But what I'm trying to do now is actually, I've been making a mistake for a long time, which is, on beats, what I was doing, I was stacking so many sounds and stuff that it's hard to fit it into a mix, when you get ready to mix the beat down. But it was like, I started listening to music, man, and just using my ears, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening to this beat, but it's only 2 or 3 sounds in it, and it's just so thick. But find out, you learn how to mix and bring your beat to life inside of engineering. Yeah, I'm not the best in the world, but I put towards the effort, and I try to get the best results I can, and that's all that you can do. You know, you can't lean on other people all the time because other people have, you know, things they have to do sometime, and you got to get out here and learn for yourself. You know, people ain't gonna hand this stuff down to you. Trust me, I know that. I know. Simple mistake. Okay, I found one more sound. It's gonna be an arpeggio sound. It fitting up pretty good, so drop it in there. Got a little bit too excited. Also check out that boy ToneJones.com, ToneJones.com. Something like that, but check them out. If it's spelled wrong, go on Google and type it in. If I producer, man, on doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, we should support them, and also we should support Zoe for Life Productions. They got SoundClips, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, they doing the HDX. So if you need your music mixed professionally, hit them up, and that's what it is. Now I'm gonna put the claps in there. It'll be more like you know, like the party claps, you know, like something like something like that. Something like that. You're gonna do something like that one time, and then I layer it, you know. So I put like your normal clap in there. I know it's a little bit hard to hear, but you're hearing a little bit. I thought I layered up a little bit. Now I got the kick, and I'm pretty much giving like that old school feel or whatever. You know, that retro type drum style or whatever. Give it that with like little old school like pop at the end of it, like pop music at the end with the drum kicks or whatever. But you're gonna see how it turned out and stuff. And you know, I ain't put in work like this in a long time, boy. Look at here, I just had a baby and stuff like that, baby boy, Jimmy here the third. So you know, keeping busy around here. Now what I had did was take the Vibe Beats 808 and I layered it with my regular kick. So I just copied my regular kick to the 808 track, and you know, just did little variations on the bass and stuff, because I don't want nothing fancy. I want it just to be a smooth track. And I have to show y'all how to take the drum sample, just say an 808. I don't know if you ever use an 808 and then bleeds over into your next note. Most definitely, if you go up and down and stuff on your 808s, you know, doing like trap music and stuff like that, it like bleeds over, like, but I know how to make it where it cuts it off every time. So I'm gonna make a whole nother video on that. So if you want to learn that, make sure you just put a comment. I'll drop it ASAP for you. Alright, now I'm going to let you check out the hi-hat I put in. And I put in an open hat as well. Trying to give it that little snappy feel, you know what I mean? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and drag it out, take it to Pro Tools, and let it do what it do. Right here is one of the points. I did like pretty much a mix on or whatever. I know I'm gonna level everything out when I begin to track out verses and everything. Like this is the part. All these sounds are everything that I did in Fruity Loops. So pretty much in any software, either you will loop it or track it out or whatever. But I like to just go ahead and put my loop in Fruity Loops and bring it inside of Pro Tools, just in case I want to use sounds from anything else. But I mostly just like to arrange my stuff in Pro Tools anyway, since I'm very, very familiar with the software. And so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just track everything out. You put your tempo here, and I'm going to do a tutorial on that if you guys don't know how to do that. But just in case you do track it out or whatever, you do your arrangement in Fruity Loops, you can bring it in Pro Tools and send it off to somebody to get mixed. And you know, so I would rearrange it here. It looks the same as Fruity Loops. So I'm gonna do a tutorial on that though for sure. Right now I'm pretty much done tracking everything out or whatever. You know, I love my arrangement inside of Pro Tools though. Okay, check this out. I got the hook for this track. You know, nothing special, you know what I'm saying? Nothing long, nothing complicated, because, you know, people trying to get music that they understand these days. But the hook is to say, everywhere that I go, I got to spread your love. Love ain't no good unless you give it away. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, this song could be about for you. Is that, you know, if you ain't got love, you ain't got nothing. So, you know, if you ain't got love, you can't minister to nobody. You can't do nothing for Christ, because love is one of the foundations of this walk. If you ain't got love, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got unity. You're not in harmony. You know, so ain't no telling what you is in this walk. So if you ain't got love, it ain't no good unless you give it away. So you have an option to get the one with the hook or the one with the beat. And I sell both for $19.99, mehousebeats.com. Before I end up taking it off exclusive or something. So go ahead and cop that thing. I'm going to go ahead and drop this hook for you right quick. Everywhere that I go, I got to spread your love. Love ain't no good unless you give it away. Unless you give it away. Everywhere that I go, I gotta spread your love. Love ain't no good unless you give it away. 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 That's the hook for the drop it. Now don't laugh at me now. Look at here. I'm finna go ahead and drop this hook. I'm finna drop these juggle with them Turtle Beaches, you already know. It had Sold 'Em Beats by Dre and Joker Garbage. Known to my control the bass and everything on here. You know, temporary headphones. You know, I like to play my Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see me, holla at me. Jesus Wins 772. All one word. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and put the thing on Call of Duty. But we're going ahead and drop this track. And go ahead and do this right here.
Everywhere that I go,